The world watched in April 2025 as China, the undisputed king of rare earth elements, made a bold move. It halted exports of these crucial materials. This sent shockwaves through global markets and industries. The message was clear: China holds the keys to the kingdom of modern technology. The world, particularly the United States, had become overly reliant on China's rare earth dominance. This dependence now posed a significant vulnerability. This essay examines the multifaceted implications of China's rare earth export suspension. We will delve into the economic, strategic, and geopolitical ramifications of this audacious move. The world is on the brink of a new era. Rare earth elements, once obscure materials, are now at the heart of global power dynamics. The stakes are incredibly high. Industries from consumer electronics to national defense rely on a steady supply of these elements. China's action has exposed the fragility of global supply chains. It has also highlighted the need for diversification and strategic planning. This is no longer just about economic competition. This is about national security and the future of global power. Rare earth elements are not actually that rare. They are found in various parts of the world. However, their extraction and processing are complex and often environmentally hazardous. These elements possess unique magnetic and conductive properties. These properties make them indispensable in a wide range of modern technologies. Consider your smartphone. It relies on rare earths for its vibrant display, compact speakers, and powerful battery. Wind turbines, essential for renewable energy, utilize rare earth magnets for efficient power generation. Even the most advanced military hardware, from fighter jets to guided missiles, depends on these elements for their precision and performance. Rare earths are the hidden backbone of the modern world. They are essential for our technological advancement and our transition to a sustainable future. Understanding their importance is crucial to grasping the magnitude of China's strategic maneuver. China's dominance in the rare earth industry is not accidental. It is the result of decades of strategic planning and investment. China recognized the strategic value of these elements early on. It has since established a near monopoly on their production and processing. Through a combination of government subsidies, lax environmental regulations, and aggressive acquisition of overseas mines, China secured its position as the world's leading supplier of rare earths. This dominance has given China significant leverage in international trade and geopolitics. The recent export suspension is a stark reminder of this leverage. By controlling the flow of these critical materials, China can exert pressure on other nations and advance its own strategic interests. The world is now waking up to the reality of China's rare earth dominance and its potential consequences. The immediate impact of China's export ban was felt in global markets. Prices of rare earth elements skyrocketed, sending shockwaves through industries dependent on these materials. Companies that had relied on China's cheap and abundant supply were left scrambling for alternatives. The automotive industry, particularly electric vehicle manufacturers, felt the heat. Tesla, despite efforts to reduce its reliance on rare earths, still depends on them for certain components. Other automakers, heavily reliant on Chinese supply chains, faced production delays and rising costs. The tech sector also felt the pinch. Smartphone manufacturers, semiconductor producers, and companies involved in renewable energy technologies faced disruptions and rising input costs. The export ban served as a wake-up call, exposing the vulnerability of global supply chains and the need for diversification. Section 5: A New Arms Race? Geopolitical Implications and Responses. The export suspension has triggered alarm bells in Western capitals, particularly in Washington. The United States, heavily reliant on China for rare earth imports, recognizes the national security implications of this dependence. The Pentagon relies on rare earths for critical defense systems, from missile guidance systems to advanced radar technology. The export ban has fueled a sense of urgency in the United States and its allies. The Biden administration has pledged to invest in domestic rare earth production and processing. Canada and Australia, both with significant rare earth reserves, are also looking to ramp up their mining and refining capabilities. This situation has all the hallmarks of a new kind of arms race. It's not about stockpiling weapons, but about securing access to the raw materials that underpin modern military technology. The race is on to break China's dominance and ensure a secure and diversified supply of rare earths for strategic industries. Section 6. Beyond the Dragon's Shadow, Seeking Alternative Sources. Breaking free from China's rare earth grip will be a long and arduous journey. It requires a multi-pronged approach, involving investment in domestic production, diversification of supply chains, and exploration of alternative materials. The United States has vast untapped rare earth deposits, particularly in California and Alaska. However, reopening these mines and building the necessary processing facilities will require significant investment and overcoming environmental concerns. Canada and Australia offer promising alternatives, but ramping up production will take time. Recycling and urban mining offer another avenue for reducing reliance on China. As the world transitions to a circular economy, recovering rare earths from discarded electronics and industrial waste will become increasingly important. This requires investment in recycling technologies and infrastructure. Section 7. Innovation under pressure. The race for substitutes. The export ban has also spurred innovation as companies seek to reduce their reliance on rare earth elements. Scientists and engineers are exploring alternative materials and technologies that can perform similar functions. In the automotive industry, some manufacturers are exploring alternative magnet designs that use less or no rare earths. Others are investing in research and development of next-generation battery technologies that are less dependent on these elements. The push for substitutes is also evident in the electronics industry. Companies are exploring alternative materials for displays, speakers, and other components that traditionally relied on rare earths. This drive for innovation could lead to breakthroughs in material science and reduce the world's dependence on these critical elements. Section 8. A world reordered: the future of rare earths and global power. China's rare earth export ban is a watershed moment. It has exposed the vulnerability of global supply chains and the strategic importance of these elements. The world is now entering a new era where access to rare earths will be a key determinant of economic and military power. The future will likely see a more fragmented and competitive rare earth market. China will likely maintain its position as a major player. However, other countries are now acutely aware of the need for self-reliance. Investment in domestic production, diversification of supply chains, and the search for substitutes will intensify. This new landscape will require international cooperation and strategic alliances. Countries with shared interests in securing access to rare earths will need to work together. This includes sharing technology, coordinating investment, and establishing strategic stockpiles. The era of relying on a single supplier for such critical materials is over. The world is waking up to the strategic importance of rare earths. The race is on to secure a stable, diversified, and sustainable supply for the future.